These have got to be the world's slimmest earbuds. Let's check them out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm checking out this. Believe it or not, this tiny thing is actually a pair of earbuds with a charging base, right? You look at this and you're like, no way, dude. Seriously, it's as thick as a chocolate chip cookie. But these actually open up and there are earbuds inside. This is the YOBYBO Card20 True Wireless Stereo Headphones, and they are not yet on the market as I record this. So this is a late production prototype, and it's pretty darn impressive, I gotta say. So pull the earbuds out, and they are really pretty tiny, you can see, and they're interesting because they're designed to not be fully in your ear. So part of it fits in your ear and part of it actually, I won't say sticks out, but it doesn't go and fully block your ear canal. So it's super easy to put it in, good to go, right? I put the other one in, but what I want to say is it sounds really good. You see in this close-up that whole thing about how it fits in your ear. It doesn't look at all different, and it certainly is in there pretty good. It's not like I feel like it's about to fall out. But let's talk about this because they've done a lot of phenomenal engineering here. There's a 13mm speaker with a 2mm diaphragm here. It is, according to them, and I believe it, the world's thinnest case. It's 13.4mm. The whole thing weighs basically nothing. It's hard to believe there's even a battery in here, but there is. In fact, it gives you 4 to 5 hours per charge with earbuds with listening or talk. You can use it with the phone. And then you get a triple charge out of the case. So that means that you're getting 4, 8, 16, so somewhere with 16 to 20 hours of total listening. When you're ready to charge it, it doesn't do wireless, but it does have a USB-C plug on the bottom, sort of hidden there. I don't even know how they have the circuitry to fit the plug in because it's so darn thin. Crazy, right? It's an all-metal shell, has a really nice feel to it. The earbuds themselves, if I can open this up, there we go. And I have to say, when I pulled it out of its shipping box, it didn't come in the final production box. When I pulled it out of the shipping container, I'm like, what even is this thing? It took me a while to realize that it opened and there were earbuds inside. Go figure, right? So these are 3.5 grams. You can use it in mono mode, either ear. So I can literally just do this and I'm good to go. Or I can put both in and do stereo, which obviously is going to give me much better sound. But that means if I really need to have this last as long as possible, I can do one earbud till it's tired or dead, and then do the other earbud while the first one's charging. Pretty straightforward. Now, here's what also is amazing. They're using Qualcomm chips, and it's Bluetooth 5.0. It has aptX, AAC, and it does the CVC voice canceling for when you're on the phone. So it doesn't have noise cancellation for listening. It's not ANC or anything, but it does mean that when you're talking on the phone, it sounds good. And in fact, I verified that. And I will say that when you're talking to someone, they're in stereo and they sound really good. And what I got from them was that I actually sounded quite good too, which is pretty impressive because the mic's here and my voice is here. So they are IPX4 water resistant. That's just the earbuds, not the case. But that means if you're a little sweaty because you're on a bike ride or something, you're good to go. It has tap force. So when it's in your ear, there are buttons that give you access to different functionality. In the paperwork they sent me, here's the basic chart. And here's a second chart, right? So you can pause and go back if you need to look at those. But suffice to say, there's this whole complicated sequence of tap, double tap, triple tap that you will either learn or you'll just say whatever and you'll just do it all on your phone that you're paired with. So mine I have paired with my iPhone. And I just want to say, one more thing I want to say before I get to the sound, because I want to say that when you use these and you're watching video, I will say I did my usual Netflix test and no latency issues at all. Just really nice sound. And in fact, that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the sound because I don't know how they did it, but these are amazingly good sounding earbuds. I mean, they're little tiny guys. They don't even go in your ear canal. They don't even have ear tips for different sizes. But when I put these in and I turned on my phone, I'm like, wow, very impressive. So there's a big, rich bass. There's a nice sort of overall sound to it. it was a tiny bit muddy. There was a little too much bass, but then I went into the EQ on my phone and remembered that I had done bass boost. So when I put it back to flat, then I got a much more clean and precise sound out of these. Good soundstage, so I had a sense of where things were spatially, but mostly it's just really an amazing thing for them to be able to get something this small. This is really tiny. You know, you can, I don't know, whatever you're carrying, you can add this to it with zero hassle. It's so light and so small, and yet these tiny little earbuds give you really remarkable sound. Very impressive, very well done. So, I don't have a price, however, but hang on, before we talk about the price issue, let me just say, subscribe to my channel, please. I obviously get access to lots of cool gear, and I'm a very honest reviewer, so if there's something that's an issue, I will tell you about it. And with this, the biggest issue I had was just sort of getting used to the way that these fit in your ears. So, you know, when I first got them, I was really just sort of messing around and trying to get them to fit in my ear canal and thinking, why would they design this like this where they don't even fit in your ear canal? But in fact, with just a tiny bit of just adjusting, I am good to go. It's in, you know, beautiful stereo. I will actually tune out for a second and get some music happening here. I mean, they really sound very impressive. Now, I will say, I have them almost on max volume on my phone, but still, it's worth it because they really have a surprisingly big, rich sound. But you will have to get used to this style of earbud. It is a little different. So, like, I don't know that I would be comfortable using these on a run or on a bike ride because it could fall out of your ear and you might not notice for like a couple of seconds because they're so light. Wearing them at home or the office or maybe on your commute, much better deal. But seriously, I don't know what magic is in here, but very, very nicely engineered. Which brings us to the price. And I will say the company has not supplied any pricing information for me. They are planning on putting these on Kickstarter, so this might be something you're watching on their Kickstarter page, which is cool because that means you have something I don't, which is pricing information. If I had to guess, I'm going to guess these are going to come in somewhere around $200. Maybe not, but the charts that they sent that compared them to other headphones in the marketplace, those other headphones were all $199 to $299, which suggests to me they're going to be in that same ballpark. If you are the kind of person that wants the coolest, the newest, the smallest, the sexiest technology, then you're going to go crazy for these. These are so cool. They're so small. They are so beautifully engineered, and they sound so good that this is just a win all around. Are they going to be worth the money? I don't know, because I don't know how much they're going to cost. But otherwise, boy, oh boy, very, very nice. So definitely worth checking out the YOBYBO Card20 TWS or True Wireless Stereo Headphones. Check them out. They will be on Kickstarter if they aren't already. And with that, I'm going to go back to my music, which means, give me just a second here. Okay, there's one. And it does have voice prompts, so it just said pairing. And then as I put this one in, I hear connected. And I'm good to go, which means oh, there it is. All right, enough. I will catch you, I hope, in my next video.